So, watching up on this Freddie Lee, do you support women's MMA? I really don't know how stupid you can fucking get and still breathe, but apparently I'm finding that out with videos like these that I'm seeing off his channel. It's probably one of the most, I don't know, he just finds this really not so subtle way to dehumanize an entire gender in like a 7-minute conversation, which I guess is enough time to do it. But he really starts to do it probably around minute 3, and then it just like goes overboard from there. Talking about, I don't know, women, these women fighters, they think they're so great. Maybe they think they're such tough shit, and then why don't they fight men? They train with men on a regular basis. I don't know of one all-female MMA gym in existence. These girls go and they train with the guys the same way the guys do. There's no really all women's MMA class for the people who want to compete. They get tossed around with men. They punch men in the face. They submit men. That's how it happens. And you want to talk about how these women, if they were to fight a man, they'd be absolutely fucked. If Freddie went up against one of these women, he'd be absolutely fucked. Here's what I'd want to see. How many of you people out there in YouTube land think Freddie would stand a fucking chance against, let's go out and say her, Ronda Rousey, for one, Kat Zingano, Sarah McMahon, I'd even say Misha Tate. Probably beat the living fucking snot out of them. I mean, there's some really high-level female talent coming out, especially if you watch Invicta FC. It's an all-female MMA league. Not to say that they only train with men, but as far as that particular organization, it focuses mainly on building and promoting the female MMA. And these aren't damsels in distress that need a man to comfort and take care of them or to make them feel good about themselves. These aren't, little dainty girls that, can't compete hard at extreme levels. They want to. No one's making them do anything. And the notion that we're driving people into MMA like the same way we're quote-unquote driving them into the porn industry, as he likes to point out, is weird. That doesn't fucking happen. That doesn't even necessarily happen with porn. People make a decision to do that. Freddie's admitted that he's a big fan of porn, so he should know that. I mean, if you research anybody that you're a fan of, you find out a little bit about their life story, whether it's an adult film actor or a fighter or just a regular actor. I mean, you're going to find out something about these people, and I guarantee you nowhere in a porn star's bio it was like, oh, I felt really forced in the industry, so I just kind of went ahead and did it, and I regret every minute of it. No, it's their choice. They either like it or they don't. They either continue to do it or they don't. It's like with fighting. No one makes these people fight. They either like it or they don't, and they'll either continue to do it or they won't. And we're not gearing people to fight. Like, oh, you gotta fight, you gotta fight. If you want to be cool, you gotta fight. If you want to be a man, you gotta fight. It's just something people like to do. This is something these women that train specifically for that are really good at, because they had all these things in women's martial arts that were overlooked for so long, like women's judo, women's wrestling, the women's boxing teams and stuff like that. They didn't really have any place to go after that, after the Olympics. There's no way to make money at that shit. But they didn't want to give it up, so they kept training. They kept training, and now they had this opportunity to put those skills to use, and they're really good at it. And I would stand to say that Freddie, if you really sit down and watch these women train, watch these women fight, if you think you could beat them, any of the four that I said, Liz Carmouche, another one, I think would mop the floor with Freddie. Liz Carmouche would fuck your shit up, Freddie. I dare you. I dare you to make a video calling out Liz Carmouche, because she'd probably be at your school fucking just... you'd be in a hospital before you know what hit you if you fought that woman. Stupid. You think you're so much better than these women martial artists just because you're a man. You're nowhere near as talented. You're just not as good. And yet, you might be a little bit physically stronger, but they would fuck you up. There's no question about it. You'd look so fucking stupid if you actually gave these women the respect to actually step up to one of them in a challenge match. You would be the one that would need to be shown mercy. You would be their bitch. You need a reality check. You need to look at some of these women's training. You need to look at how they fight. You need to look at how good they are, because you're not giving them any kind of credit. You're dehumanizing an entire gender, and you're putting yourself on a level that you have not even begin to actually earn or touch. I mean, you're a fucking novice. You had 4 years of fucking training or some stupid shit like that. Now you just practice at pretty much in a school that you said you deserve to run just because you signed a lease or something. You're not a fucking Sifu. You're barely a fucking advanced student. And it shows in everything you do. And I know you went to college, but I don't know what the fuck you did there, because apparently you didn't learn shit. Because you're still saying a lot of stupid stuff. Especially about homosexuals, about gay people, about overweight people. Homosexuals and gay people are the same thing. I get so lost sometimes in trying to figure out how the things he says can actually be. How can a person mean those? How can they come from a place of like, this is the truth, the shit that he says, point blank? You want to fight a woman? You want to fight one of those women? If one of those women fights you, you're fucked. I'm taking this moment right now to imagine Liz Carmouche beating the holy fucking shit out of Freddie, and I think it looks in my imagination relatively how it would play out in life. Pretty much factually accurate. I suggest you do it yourself. It's quite fun. Suck a dick, Freddie. You're a loser.